Okay, so here we go, Aries. Let's take a look. I'm hearing that Aries is healing from something. Some of you may be, like I said, you may be healing from an illness. You may be healing from a heartbreak, a disappointment. There's healing going on in your life right now. And we're talking about an energy of the Queen of Cups. Someone around you may be supportive, nurturing, and loving in the surroundings. And I think this is where I'm being told. Now, I'm being guided to take a wedge out of the center like this. He never ever does that. Are we ready? He said, we are ready. Let's go. The Fool, taking a chance. The Page of Pentacles, news around money. Pages will usually bring news of some kind. This is about your finances. Then we have the Eight of Swords. For some of you, Aries, I think that you are considering whether or not to spend any money this Christmas. Because for some of you that I'm picking up right now, finances are in a dire position. The Seven of Cups. Maybe you have people in your surroundings who are being demanding upon you right now, Aries, and you are looking at your situation. You're confused. You're clouded in your judgment, and you're still being led to the fact that maybe finances are high finance, maybe off the table. We've got the Moon. Talks about mysteries, secrets, things being kept unknown. So I think for some of you, if you have a family, if you have children, their needs are going to be much larger than what you are prepared to do during this time of the year. So we've got a feeling that there has to be maybe a clearer vision of what it seems people's demands upon you might be. And you are considering whether or not it is plausible. But you have a lot of people coming at you with your desires. And you're kind of confused, not wondering exactly what it is that you need to do. Except for maybe work harder. The Eight of Pentacles. So some of you, and let me just adjust my camera a bit before I fall on my face. Okay, here we go. I hope that's, pardon me, better. Okay, so some of you are deciding that the only way to survive the holidays is to buckle under and work harder, because you do have certain demands being placed on you financially at this time. The Two of Wands is not just questioning what the next step is. It's more like, how am I going to be able to handle everything that I've been thrown at? For some of you, it's the world. I'm getting a couple of messages. For some of you, the kids want a better car. For some of you, one of the children wants to travel the world. For someone else, again, it's one of these children, because the Knight is here. He speaks of his desires. And you're in a bit of a financial prison right now. Now, one of these, for some of you, one of these people wants to join the military. And again, for you, it may be that this child is slightly underage and they need your permission. I get a serious conversation that's going to be had between a young man and his mother. I'm hearing mother, about joining the military and what it means to her. And maybe he helps with the financial support. The young man is very concerned about his mother's future and how she's going to get by without him, especially his financial help. And he feels like he's a little bit trapped in his desire. And I feel very strongly that mother is going to tell him, please, my darling, go travel the world. It is what you're meant to do. And I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to say 1021 is the card of the world. That breaks down to a 3. So I'm going to say maybe 3 months. This person may be leaving the nest within the next 3 months, which would tell me between February, March, maybe going into April, even as far into the distance as August, you can expect this child to be taking off and spreading their wings. But for some of you, this is about releasing. See, look at this. Spreading their wings. Look at these birds. And this parent, this person who's made the choice to let something go free. There's tears streaming down his face. There's a mournful situation around someone's need to express themselves, to see the world, to experience the world the way they want to. And now, as a parent, you're thinking, shit, 8 of Pentacles. I'm making okay living now, but I may have to do more. It may not be enough, but I'm working hard and I'll make progress. But there's a real feeling that there's a release here. So that this young person in your life can walk the path that they desire. And it may end up costing you money. Now, I think we need to look at some clarifiers. Now, we're going to ask Michael for his help. So we ask at this point, Michael, if there's a clarifier for this reading, this general reading, please show it to us now. Those are the 3. Okay, we have La Vecchia Signora. Joyfulness. Well, that's the old woman. Joyfulness. And the misfortune. Well, for some of you, it's going to be a difficult departure. It's going to be very hard for you to let go of this person. But they're quite happy with the road that they've chosen. And as the wise adult, don't you really need to kind of let them go? Let them be happy and have their own desires, because the house really isn't burning down when this person leaves. But somebody is saying there's an old-fashioned grandma out there that just does not want to let go. I understand that. I understand that kind of familial guilt thing. You really can't. You have to release, let them go, because their lives are transforming. They're in the process of seeking their happiness and finding it. And for some of these people, these are older children. These are children that are possibly in their 20s, maybe even in their 30s. It's time to let them fly. It's time to let them experience, Mom and Dad. Yes, you worry about them, Grandma and Grandpa. It's natural to be concerned about them, but you really sometimes just have to let go. It's the only way to truly love someone who has a path in life that they're desperate to walk. And why do you want to hold somebody back anyway? They will come back when they're ready. Okay, this is a Keeper of the Light Oracle card. Divine Order. Lady Portia. She says, do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. And if you notice, her third eye is jeweled. It talks about using your common sense. Use that divine sense of intuition. It will guide you to the answer where this situation with this particular young person is concerned. This was very specific.